Hey there everyone, PhilChill here and welcome to my channel. As we all know, the 1.5 update was the biggest Stardew Valley update with a lot of new content which was added to the game. That update is the only one that is still not accessible for mobile players, but from what I could gather from a past video that I did, which is the news that concerned a post on Twitter, we will hopefully see it soon as well. The goal of today's video, however, is to talk about the future of Stardew Valley. I know there are some small updates here and there that fix some things and add more freedom for the modders, but what about a content update similar to the 1.5 update? I know that even Concerned Ape himself posted that he doesn't believe that there will be another update as big as the 1.5 one in the future, but that part is still debatable since you never know what could happen, and he himself mentioned, as long as there is an inspiration, anything is possible. So today I wanted to talk and add a bunch of new ideas which would be an awesome thing to have in the game, I think. So one of my ideas that could be added in a possible future update would be more NPC interactions. Well, mostly to those that don't have them, like Gunther and Marlon, but even maybe Willy and Clint as well. Some of them have cutscenes and are more involved around you as a player, but Gunther and Marlon are just plain NPCs. So adding more to them would be a really beneficial thing for the game. Marlon could go on adventures or go fix his weapons at Clint's shop, while Gunther can be searching for artifacts or minerals around the valley, giving them a bit more depth in the game. For Willy and Clint, however, I mentioned them, since maybe out there someone has a crush on Willy, we don't know, and would want to marry him. For Clint, however, is a different story, since as we progress with his story, he becomes more and more erratic and straight up mean. So I would like to see at least a redemption part where he sees that he's behaving really bad and he tries to fix that. I would like to hear your thoughts on this idea, and do you think it can be expanded even more? Leave your comments down below and let's see what we can come up with. The second thing that I would like to be in the game is a trip to Zuzu City. I know that doing this is a lot of work and there is even a mod in the game for that, but I meant it as an official vanilla place. We can use the train station, however, as a means to go there, and by repairing the vault or some other bundle in the community center, we can maybe get a conductor which will let us buy train tickets to visit the city, every Tuesday for example. With this, we'll give the train station area more use in the game, and also a new area to explore and have fun in. For this, however, there will be a need for a lot more NPCs that I think would clutter the game. But still, it would be a fun moment to visit the only part of the city in the center, for example, with a few shops only, and maybe even Morris, who was probably demoted from his job in Pelican Town. Another idea that I have, and for the most part, I wondered if it would ever be done, was the woods beside Clint's shop. I always saw that as a bigger area and always wondered if anything was there. Well, there can't be anything there at the moment, but still, I wondered what could a future update add there. I think that Concerned Ape doesn't have a plan to edit that area, as it's good as it is right now, but the only thing that I could mention is making a forest area similar to the Secret Woods, that would go to the summit or to the bottom of the quarry at least. Having one more area like this with dense trees, making it a bit darker, is something awesome, as I always love the Secret Woods for that reason. Maybe with a few extra slimes here and there, and some forageable items as well, which would unlock either when you unlock the summit, or maybe when you complete a certain bundle or the community upgrade. This is a small idea that I have, so we can get a new area to explore at least. The next idea that I have is concerning a moment from the 1.5 update, and that is Willy's boat. When we go for the first time with a boat, we can see so many islands around Ginger Island, and there were even dinos and caves. My idea for this is to be able to go travel to those islands as a weekly trip, and they can be set as the volcano dungeon, which resets daily, or weekly in this case though. So we can at least make the trips be one day in the week, and you would need resources to explore those islands, like repairing a wooden bridge or something like that. The rewards could be some pirate treasure, abundant amount of ores or coal, or even a lush forest with many forageable items. But nonetheless, it would be a really interesting concept. This idea would be much harder to implement though, since you would need a lot of time to think out all of the mechanics, code everything, and much more. So I hardly think that this would be implemented, but I just wanted to get this idea out there, where just maybe there will be a moment where it could be possible. For Ginger Island I really don't have much to add, since for the most part the island is really well made, and I like it as it is. I don't think that changing anything or adding something would make a huge difference, so that's one of the areas that I would leave at that. For the town, however, I would love an option to be able to directly port to the middle of the town square, or near the community center. I know that we have the water warp obelisk, but I only meant for the center of the town. I know that I'm lazy, and that would really help me out if I'm ever in a dire need for seeds, so I could just pop by to Pierre's without any need to walk there. I just don't have any idea on how it would be implemented, but one such thing which would be perfect for this situation is with the warp obelisks that we have on our farm. Having an option to build a similar pair which we can put anywhere on the map, like on the farm, while the other can be in the town, so that way we can go anywhere we want in the game without any hustle. The true lazy way of moving though. And once more, one of the really important changes for me is the community center. I mentioned this a few times in some of my past videos, but as it is now, the community center after the repair is mostly empty, with only a few NPCs just visiting it and staying there. For us the player, there isn't any use there. But we could have implemented a few things like the notice board requests, kitchen, fish tank, and even crafting stations as well. Those few things would surely make a huge difference in the game for us, and make the community center much more important in fixing, where even after that we would have a reason to go back there as well. So far I mentioned the community center a bunch of times, and I really think that we could use the fish tank that is there, or even the community board that we have there. We can move the special orders notice board from Mayor Lewis's house to the community center and have our requests there. But still, it's a bigger project and I really hope there's a possibility for this to be implemented in the game. But we have to wait and see for that. But that's it for today's video. What do you think? Do you agree with me for some of my ideas, and which one would you like the best? Let me know down below, and also share your own ideas for what could be added in Stardew Valley. Every idea counts, so having a lot of them doesn't hurt. But everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to my channel since it helps me out a lot and you will get notified of every of my future updates. I hope you have a great day and I will see you all in my next one. But till then, stay safe.